Even the strongest couples have occasional awkward moments. But for Prince William and Princess Catherine, those moments unfold under the relentless glare of global attention. Every glance, gesture, or pause can be photographed, replayed, and endlessly analyzed. In royal life, nothing is ever just a small slip. Cultural expectations during overseas tours, the pressure of formal protocol, and the weight of public image can turn ordinary situations into uncomfortable headlines. What might pass unnoticed for others can spark widespread speculation for them. Let's take a closer look at some of the moments when the royal spotlight captured William and Catherine in unexpectedly awkward situations. 1. William and Kate despise the Swedish royal family. When Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, attended the 2023 Royal Variety performance, they were not the only royals present. Also in attendance were Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden and her husband, Prince Daniel. Victoria is distantly related to William. Her father, King Carl XVI Gustaf, and William's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, both descend from Queen Victoria, making the two families historically connected. An awkward moment, captured on video from the red carpet, drew attention online. At the time, William and Catherine, then still widely referred to by their former titles, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, were engaged in a lengthy conversation with two officials. During this exchange, their backs were turned toward the Swedish royals. Victoria and Daniel appeared to move around uncertainly, seemingly unsure where to stand or how to join the interaction. Meanwhile, a gray-haired man, believed to be an aide, hurried nearby in a visibly anxious manner, as if attempting to signal for attention, but without success. The footage sparked strong reactions in Sweden, where some members of the public criticized what they saw as an ungracious or inattentive reception of visiting royal guests on British soil. The incident became a talking point across European media. 2. The curtain leads to an awkwardness. The awkwardness sometimes seen between Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, does not always stem from their interactions with each other. At times, it is caused by inanimate objects, especially when ceremonial equipment fails to function as expected. During their 2014 tour of New Zealand and Australia, the couple took part in an unveiling ceremony involving a velvet curtain. Standing on opposite sides of a plaque, each held a tasseled cord, presumably meant to draw the curtain aside and reveal the monument. However, nothing happened. They continued pulling the cords and adjusting their grip, but the curtain refused to move. The pair exchanged puzzled glances, unsure of what to do next in front of the gathered crowd. The moment could have stretched into prolonged embarrassment, but a staff member quickly stepped in. Moving decisively between them, the aide solved the problem in the simplest way, by using one hand to push the curtain aside. A video of the incident later gained millions of views online before being removed. But don't worry, I still found it for you here. 3. Catherine refuses William's touch. In 2019, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, appeared as special guests on the BBC holiday program A Very Royal Christmas. During the broadcast, the couple were seated side by side on leather chairs while speaking with host Mary Berry and other participants. At one point, William gently placed his hand on his wife's shoulder in what seemed to be a casual, affectionate gesture suited to the relaxed tone of the show. Unexpectedly, Catherine shifted her posture, moving her shoulder slightly out of his reach. The movement prompted William to withdraw his hand quickly and discreetly. She then turned her upper body in the opposite direction and began engaging in conversation with someone seated on her other side. The entire exchange lasted only a moment, yet viewers noticed William's brief look of awkwardness. Online commentators later joked that Catherine might have been annoyed with her husband, but still had to remain composed for the televised event, turning a small, ordinary gesture into a humorous public moment for many viewers. 4. William and Kate cozied up in front of the camera. As president of the British Academy of Film and Television Arts, BAFTA, Prince William plays a visible role at the organization's annual awards ceremony. However, even in this formal capacity, he has not been immune to royal-themed jokes. At the 2020 BAFTA Awards held at the Royal Albert Hall, a notable moment occurred when Margot Robbie presented on behalf of her absent co-star Brad Pitt, who had won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Reading his prepared remarks, she delivered a line that drew laughter from the audience. Pitt had reportedly joked that he would name the award Harry because he was really excited about bringing it back to the States.
That he is going to name this Harry because he is really excited about bringing it back to the States with him. His words, not mine, thanks.
The quip was widely understood as a light reference to Prince Harry's move to North America. Earlier in the ceremony, host Rebel Wilson also made playful remarks involving the royal family during her opening monologue. In a deliberately muddled introduction, she jokingly referred to Royal Andrew and Royal Harry, alluding to ongoing public controversies and media attention surrounding those figures at the time.
It is really great to be here at the Royal Harry.
Cameras then cut to William and Catherine in the audience. Their expressions appeared restrained and slightly uncomfortable, contrasting with the loud laughter from other attendees, highlighting the delicate balance between royalty and celebrity humor. 5. Kate avoids his words. A husband waiting impatiently for his wife is hardly an unusual sight. It is a familiar dynamic in married life. A similar moment appeared during Prince William and Catherine's visit to Jordan, where they attended the wedding of Crown Prince Hussein and Rajwa Al Saif, an event described by Town & Country as the biggest royal wedding of 2023. In a video recorded at the celebration, Catherine was seen speaking with the groom while William conversed with the bride. After a while, William stepped aside, and Catherine shifted to speak with Al Saif. As the conversation continued, William seemed increasingly eager to move on. He eventually gestured toward his wife, rotating his index finger in small circles, a common signal suggesting it was time to wrap up. When this subtle cue did not work, he made his intention clearer by saying, "Shall we move on?" Catherine either did not notice or chose to finish her exchange, remaining engaged in discussion. Once she recognized her husband's restlessness, she joined him, and they proceeded together, leaving behind a brief but memorable awkward moment. 6. Stuck Catherine's shoe. In 2013, Catherine was still a relatively new member of the royal family when she accompanied Prince William to meet the 1st Battalion Irish Guards during the St. Patrick's Day parade. While walking alongside her husband, she experienced an awkward mishap. The heel of her shoe became caught in a metal grate, causing her to stop suddenly mid-step. At the time, Catherine was pregnant with the future Prince George Alexander Louis. Although briefly startled, she quickly regained her composure in front of the assembled soldiers and spectators. William responded with quiet attentiveness, extending his white-gloved hand to steady her as she bent slightly to free her heel from where it was trapped. The moment was handled smoothly, with both maintaining their poise in a formal military setting. 7. William and Kate were late for King Charles's coronation. King Charles III's coronation took place in May 2023, a state occasion planned with strict precision and detailed timing. Prince William and Catherine, newly titled the Prince and Princess of Wales following Charles's accession, were expected to play significant ceremonial roles. Their positions within the royal hierarchy made their presence and punctuality especially important during such a historic event. Attention arose, however, when the couple arrived later than scheduled at Westminster Abbey. According to royal author Robert Hardman in The Making of a King, King Charles III and the Modern Monarchy, William, Catherine, and their 3 children were due to arrive 8 minutes before the king and queen. Instead, they reached the Abbey after them. While many viewers watching live or on television may not have noticed the delay, it was documented by photographers and broadcast crews covering the event. Hardman noted that the timing issue created an awkward situation outside, as the king and queen were already in their carriage while adjustments were made. The schedule had to be reorganized quickly to accommodate the change. Such a lapse was widely viewed as an instance of uncharacteristic logistical mismanagement, something William and Catherine would likely be keen to avoid repeating.